welcome back to my channel. So obviously if you clicked, you are here to learn about how I got to Ghana and what you should consider if you also want to come to Ghana. So yeah, I'm in Ghana. I'm going to be here for a little bit. It's not a permanent move, but as I said in my previous video, I wanted to spend some time in a non-Western country, and Africa, Ghana is where I chose to come. These are the things that you will need to consider if you yourself would like to come to Ghana. It was only through thorough research that I kind of found out all the different things that were involved in coming to a country like Ghana or the African continent in general. Number one, you're going to need a travel visa to get to Ghana. I didn't know that right off the bat. I learned that. So I applied for the visa for myself and my kids. I did a 6-month visa actually, just in case we wanted to go home, come back, gave us a little bit more time. So that came up to, for all three of us, that was about $750 Canadian. And the reason was because I did an expedited version of the visas. So in the application process for the visa, you actually need to submit proof that you have had a yellow fever vaccination shot. You can't get that at your local doctors, at least I don't think so. I had to go to a travel clinic where they offer different shots. And when I went, it was just like information overload. It just felt really overwhelming hearing about all the different diseases that is more prevalent in Africa or in other parts of the world, and how many shots they were recommending for myself and the kids, and it was just like, oh my god. So it does make you feel like, oh my god, I might need all of those shots. But I mean, if you guys want to, I'm not going to deter you from getting all the shots that you feel will make you feel safe. But for me, I was like, no, I'll just do the yellow fever shot. And even that, in hindsight, I didn't know that there are ways around it, legal ways. I mean, if you have an allergy or a religious reason, you can be exempt from actually having to take the yellow fever vaccine, which I kind of think I wish I did do that, but it's too late now. So it's a one-time shot. Once you get it, it's valid forever. Another thing you need to consider are malaria pills. So that's something I didn't think about. A few people I know have actually had malaria. It's a bad experience. You feel sick and feverish and tired and everything like that. So I had to get the malaria pills for myself and the kids. They had the ones that you take every single day, which are a bit more pricey. Then they had these other ones that you take once a week, which are very affordable. But the thing with the once a week dose, it has been known to cause a nightmare side effect. I don't want to say psychedelic, but it's been known to cause nightmares and stuff like that. She recommended I try it myself and the kids, and if we don't have any nightmares or any paranoia, we should be fine. So it doesn't do that for everybody, but it does for some people. So give it a try, and if you don't experience any of those side effects, then you can go with that pill. So that's the pill we chose to go with, once a week. And also, I didn't want to be taking something every single day. And now that I'm here for longer than I thought I was going to be here for, I am not taking any right now, which I just thought about. But I am researching natural alternatives. And actually, when I went to Aubrey Gardens, there was a plant that is good for malaria. You just crush the seed or something and drink it. So I'm a naturopathy type of person. I'd rather go that route, but there are natural alternatives to taking the pill every single day or every week. So yes. Also, one thing I made sure I purchased before leaving was citronella, which is a great mosquito repellent. So of course, if you can avoid getting bitten altogether, it's going to highly decrease your chances of getting malaria. So yes. And also in the visa process, you need to send your itinerary to get the visa, which is weird because if you don't know when you're leaving but you want to have the visa just in case, I'm not sure how that would work. So I had to buy my ticket before applying for the visa. And I even thought to myself, what if they reject my visa application? I purchased my tickets, but I don't think that's gonna ever happen to pretty much anybody. It's not that in depth. So yeah, you gotta get your ticket before you actually get your visa. So once you've submitted your passports for the visa, you get your passport back, and then I went ahead and booked an Airbnb. So I wasn't quite sure when I was going to be traveling, and if I had a concrete date months prior, I would have been able to get the Airbnb I really wanted to get. But the Airbnb I got wasn't my first choice. It was in the Gallery Hotel Apartments. It was a very nice place, but it was pretty expensive. But the alternatives weren't as good as the Gallery. So we stayed in the Gallery for 2 weeks. I didn't really film a lot while I was here. I was just relaxing and chilling with the kids. I just wanted to unwind. And if you watch my previous vlogs, I just sold my home. So I was just wanting to relax and just have a moment to myself and the kids. So we were there for about 2 weeks, and that was approximately $1,600. And that is more expensive than usual, but it was Christmas time, which also decreased the availability of different properties as well. It was a very busy time, Christmas. My place, this house, was available on January 1st. So originally I was going to stay here for 2 months. I found this place on this website called Mi Casa. I had someone who I know here look into some things for me just to make sure it was legit and everything like that. So Mi Casa is a website you can find rentals on, and it's like Craigslist or Kijiji. Another thing to consider is bringing cash. I actually brought cash, which I brought to this place called Forex Bureau, and there's tons of Forex bureaus located in Accra and in Ghana. You can bring your cash and convert it into cedis. So a lot of places don't take cards, so it's very important to walk around with a good amount of cash. You also want to consider getting Bolt or Uber. I have used Uber a few times, but I find Bolt is far more popular, and I think, but price-wise, it might be the same as Uber. It might not be that big of a difference, but I always use Bolt, so you might want to get a Bolt account. Now, getting around in Accra is far, in my opinion, a little bit more reasonable than what Uber would be in Toronto or the US. A little takes you a little bit further here in Ghana. So traveling expenses is actually, I think, not too bad. If you go out to a few places in a day, it could be $20 US, which is pretty good. Because one way to do one thing in the States or in Canada, one way could sometimes be like $30, or for the day, if you make a few stops, it could add up to about $20, which isn't that bad. So obviously it's C19 time, which means everything is very different. So you gotta get a test before you board the plane. So we got our test 72 hours before boarding our flight. When our flight landed in Accra, I paid an additional $150 US in the airport to get the instant test before you could leave the airport. So that's another cost that you should also consider. Purchasing food here is also reasonable. The three of us could probably spend 50 Canadian on a meal, and that's with drinks and a starter. So that's not bad at all. But if you don't want to be spending 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what I did, I actually bought bread off the side of the road. So there's people selling different things in the road, and you can buy stuff. So I bought bread and I bought butter. And I also obviously purchased some fresh fruits like pineapples, mangoes, etc. So those were snacks that just held us over. We had them for breakfast or before lunch, or just in between during the day. So that is very helpful, and that's really easy to find here. Also, another thing to consider is I'm in Accra, and in Accra there aren't a ton of child-friendly things to do. So if you are considering coming as a family, definitely map out where exactly you want to go, find out how much it is. That's something that I didn't get to do with the kids. I did take them some places, but I wish I took them to more things that were, suitable for them, aside from the beach and swimming. Okay guys, that is pretty much my recommendations to you guys to think about if you are considering coming to Ghana. I do want to do a more detailed video talking about very specific expenses and showing you how much it can cost to get here and live here for a month or two. So that's the end of this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to answer you guys' questions. Alright, so I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a wonderful day and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Mwah. YouTubers.